Challenge Niger Season 3.
Welcome to another episode of Campus Challenge Season 3. It's the third battle for the quarterfinal. At the end of today, one of the competing schools will be going to the semi-final to join other schools that have contributed to this massive success into the semi-final. Today, we have two great schools. They've always been competing right from time, in terms of presence, in terms of availability, in terms of success. These schools will keep competing. And today, we have University of Lagos competing against Obafemi Awolowo University. Campus challenge that we know is the battle of titans among higher institution students in order to identify with their success and recognize their passion for educational development. Today, we take the third battle of the quarterfinals as we move towards the semi-final. I'm here and I remain your quizmaster, Babs Michael. Bringing on the podium is a representative of University of Lagos. Please make welcome Ayomide Adegboro Emmanuel. How are you, Ayomide?
Very well.
You ready for the battle?
Yes, kind of, yeah.
Yes, kind of. You doubting it? Also representing Obafemi Awolowo University, they call it the Great Ife, is Ali Abdulkoyum Olamide. How are you doing? You ready for this battle? Good. Before we jump into the battle, where we start by giving the rules and regulations for this contest, let's go on this commercial break and I'll be back.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Niger. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Niger Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Niger Season 3.
Welcome back. As we get set for this battle, to know who goes into the semi-final between University of Lagos and Obafemi Awolowo University, here are the rules of the game. The Campus Challenge has 3 segments. The first segment is the general segment that consists of questions from English language, mathematics, and intelligent quotient. The second segment is basically the international relations that consists of questions from current affairs and history. While the last segment is the subject choice, where our contestants have the right to choose the subject they want to be asked. Basically, this depends on the department in which they find themselves. On that note, for every correct question, 5 points is assigned to the contestant. And if the contestant couldn't answer the question, a bonus is given to the fellow contestant. And if they couldn't answer, the question is given to our wonderful audience, would have been selected from various universities across the nation, also competing to win special recognition and cash reward as best audience. Our viewers, it's time to engage in the battle between Obafemi Awolowo University and University of Lagos. I'll begin with University of Lagos with a general segment. You've got 7 questions, so you pick your question.
Question 3.
Question 3. I visited the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Identify the nouns in this sentence.
Eiffel Tower and Paris.
Say it again.
Paris and Eiffel Tower.
Paris and Eiffel Tower. Correct for 5 points. Obafemi University, your question.
Question 1.
Question 1. A company has 10 machines that produce 10 widgets per hour. If the company operates for 8 hours a day, how many widgets will the company produce in a 25-day month? A, 16,000, B, 18,000, C, 20,000, and D, 22,000.
C, 20,000.
C, 20,000. Correct for 5 points. It's getting amazing. It's getting interesting. We go to the second round in this first segment. University of Lagos, your question.
Question 6.
Question 6, University of Lagos. What is the hot one? Blue, brown, orange, yellow. Time is going.
I'll go with brown.
You go with brown. Final answer, brown. Why did you choose brown?
Well, I know blue and yellow is a primary color.
Blue, yellow, primary color.
Orange. I don't know if blue and yellow equals orange. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not
Blue,
sure.
blue and yellow give you a range.
Yeah,
You're not certain.
I'm not certain.
Good to say 5 points. Correct. The answer is brown. Campus study is about thinking and calculating, even when you're not so perfect about your question. All right. Obafemi University, your question.
Question number 2.
Question number 4. We went to the grocery store and bought so many items that carrying them home became difficult. Identify the verbs in the sentence.
All 3. Went, bought, and carried.
Went, bought, and carrying. All 3. Correct for 5 points. I said it earlier, when there is a battle between OAU and UNILAG, they don't give up. We keep going in this battle till the end. University of Lagos, your question.
Question 7.
Question 7. At the end of the concert, 10 people greet each other. How many times will they greet each other? Is IQ. So you think, how many times will they greet each other?
Once.
Once. You just greet this person once, greet this person once, and we just greet and say, yes, well done. Once, that is not correct. I take a bonus to OAU.
9 times.
9 times, like 9 times, 9 different times. I greet you, I greet you, I greet you, I greet you. But that 9 times is not correct. Anyone from the audience? Okay, I saw that hands first.
Tomotolani from Unilori, 90 times.
90 times. Let me give an option for a second person over there.
University of Ilorin, 45.
45 times. That's actually correct. 45. Yeah, you doubled your calculation, so it's actually 45, not 90. All right? Not bad. The contest is still on. Obafemi University, your final question. Question number 4. Question number 4. That's taken.
Question number 2.
Please take note of your questions. Question number 2. A group of friends want to split a bill evenly. If the bill is 500 naira and there are 8 friends, but 2 friends decide to leave without paying, how much more will each of the remaining friends have to pay? Is it 25, 50 naira, 62.5 naira, or 100 naira?
That will be 25 naira.
25 naira. That's a good number. 25. With 25 naira, you could do a lot. I'm sorry that is not correct. Bonus to University of Lagos.
62.5.
62.50 naira. Correct for 2 points, University of Lagos. And we've come to the end of the general segment. And at the end of the general segment, the University of Lagos have 12 points. And Obafemi Awolowo University have a total of 10 points. The battle is still competitive, and I promise you it's going to be entertaining when we come back from this short break. See you in a moment.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back and special greetings to our viewers at home. Thank you for always following through Campus Challenge Season 3. It's been amazing, it's been entertaining all through. And today, we're still at the quarterfinal 3, seeing who goes into the semi-final of the Campus Challenge Season 3. At the end of the general round, University of Lagos have a total of 12 points, and Obafemi Awolowo University have a total of 10 points. So we go into the second segment that we refer to as international relation. I'll start this time around with Obafemi Awolowo University. Your question, OAU.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Question number 1 from OAU. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799, was instrumental in deciphering which ancient language? A. Egyptian, B. Sumerian, C. Babylonian, and D. Phoenician. You see it on board. Which one is your answer?
Egyptian.
A. Egyptian hieroglyphs. A. Correct for 5 points. University of Lagos, a question?
Question 7.
Question 7. India and Israel established full diplomatic relations in what year? India and Israel. Full diplomatic relations in what year?
1970. 1973.
1973. I was thinking you were close, but that's not correct. Bonus to Obafemi Awolowo University.
1980.
1980. You were not born by then. 1980. That is actually not correct. Anyone from the audience? University of Ilorin from the audience? Representing University of Ilorin from the audience.
Modinot, University of Ilorin, 1992.
1992, that's correct. 1992. 1992. Your question?
Question number 3.
Question number 3. The ancient city of Petra, caved into the sandstone cliffs, is located in which modern day country?
Egypt.
Egypt. That sounds cool. Have you been to Egypt before? Do you want to go to Egypt? If you've got this answer, you will go to Egypt. But sorry to say, you didn't get the answer. You're not going to Egypt. Bonus, University of Lagos.
Greece.
Greece. Have you been to Greece before? No. Do you want to go to Greece? Maybe. If you get this question, you go to Greece. You didn't get the question, you're not going to Greece. Bonus to the audience.
My name is Michael Eric from University of Benin. Jordan.
Jordan, that's correct. Jordan. From University of Lagos, Jordan. We go to the next round. University of Lagos.
Question 5.
Question 5. Question 5. What type of rock is formed from the cooling and solidification of magma?
Igneous.
Igneous. Why do you say igneous?
Yes.
Why do you say igneous? We're just chatting. You said your answer.
It was a guess.
It's a guess.
Yeah, it's a guess.
We've been having a lot of good guesses here. That is actually correct for 5 points. It's a guess. So, it's a point that your guess can be right sometimes. So when you go for battles, you can guess. Just follow your instincts. That's the lesson here. Obafemi University, your question.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. The Chinese dynasty that built the Great Wall of China and the Terracotta Army was which one? A. Qing, B. An, C. Ming, and D. Qing.
D. King.
D. Qing. Qing, D. Qing, D. Qing, D. It sounds like queen, 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 queen. All right? That is not correct. What else, UNILAG?
The Han Dynasty.
Yeah. The Han dynasty, that's B. We went for queen, not correct, and not correct. Those go to the options. After 4 multiple choices, 2 options are out already. It's limited. The right answer is A, which is queen, no G. Q-I-N, but you put a G, which is D. So there are different options. The right answer is A, so that is not actually correct. We take the last round of international relations. University of Lagos, a question.
6.
Question 6. The Bandan Express is a second train connecting India and India and
I guess Pakistan.
Pakistan. You said it already. Guess Pakistan. If you guess Pakistan, Pakistan will not be happy that you are guessing them. That is actually not correct. Bonus to Obafemi University.
Nepal.
Nepal. Like Nepal. That is not correct. Anyone from the audience? No one. I'm able to beat the audience this time around. So this is the time you're going to clap for the quiz master. The right answer is Bangladesh. At the end of this segment, University of Lagos have a total of 5 points. And Obafemi Awolowo University have a total of 5 points. We're looking forward to see which of the school is going into the semi-final. But before we announce that result, Campus Challenge will return in a minute.
Every year, hundreds of students across different tertiary institutions in the country sign up for the biggest educational TV show in Nigeria, Campus Challenge Naija. This is not just a TV show, it is a battle, the Battle of the Titans, where students compete for a grand total of
$3,000.
And this is the time where we begin our search for our next champion. Have you got what it takes to compete with the brightest of minds? Can you stand the heat and enjoy the spotlight? If yes, this is your opportunity as registration for Campus Challenge Naija Season 4 begins this September. All you need to do is follow the instructions on your screen and you're on your way to becoming our next champion. This video is brought to you by Len5.
Campus Challenge Naija Season 3.
Welcome back to the quarterfinal 3 of Campus Challenge Season 3. And still in the battle, we have Obafemi University and University of Lagos. There have been intellectual battles here and there, from the general segment to the international relations segment. The battle is not over. until we go to the third segment, which is the subject choice. They have both chosen arts and science. Science is representing Obafemi University, and arts is University of Lagos. We go into this final segment. Obafemi University, your question. Question 1. Science, question 1. The largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter, is composed primarily of which two elements? A, hydrogen and helium. B, oxygen and nitrogen. C, carbon and silicon. D, iron and nickel.
C, carbon and silicon.
C, carbon and silicon. That is not correct. Bonus to University of Lagos.
I think I'll go for A.
You're going for A, always going for a choice. What is A?
Hydrogen and helium.
Hydrogen and helium, correct for 2 points. Correct for 2 points. Your question, University of Lagos.
1.
Question 1 from the Arts Department. In indirect rule, the dependent states are referred to as
Indirect or dependent states. Colony.
colony. Beautiful. Colony, like in biology, you have colony, but this colony are not colonized, and that's not correct. Bonus to Obafemi University. No idea? Anyone from the audience? Just one of the hands there, University of Lagos representative there.
My name is Michael Eric, and from University of Benin. And the dependent states are referred to as the minority.
Minority, that's not correct. The final hand there.
Faith Abiodun for Kwara State University, territories.
Territory is not correct. The right answer, like you clap for the quiz master, is protectorate, or you call it the tertiary states. So do not let the guessing spirit from the contestant flows into the audience. Be certain when you stand up so you can protect the name of your institution. University of Lagos, you just answer the question. Obafemi University, your question now.
Question number 2.
Question number 2 in the sciences. Who is credited with the discovery of the first antibiotic, penicillin?
Alexander Fleming.
Alexander Fleming, correct for 5 points. Obafemi University just got that 5 points. University of Lagos, your question.
Question 2.
Question 2 in the health department. According to history, the Sokoto Caliphate was conquered and ruled indirectly by the
Sokoto Caliphate. Show Usman Danfodio.
by the what?
Usman Danfodio.
Usman Danfodio. Do you know him?
Yes.
You read about him?
Yes, I have.
He's a good guy. That is actually not correct. Bonus to Obafemi University.
By the British.
By the British. British what? I just want to expand your thinking. British what? We answered a question earlier that is similar to it. No, don't worry, we come. I just want to have a conversation with you. So we had a question earlier that I actually answered. Dependent states, we call them what? The protectorate. So you could say the British protectorate. You got it right, but I want it to be expansive. But the British is actually correct for 2 points. University of Lagos, your question is over, if I'm right. Obafemi University, your question now. Question 3. Question 3. Science, or science question 3. What percentage of milk is fats?
60%.
60%. That's a guess. Direct guess. That's not correct. Bonus to University of Lagos.
No idea.
No idea. To the audience?
Muraino Motolani from University of Ilorin, 4.
4% is correct. University of Ilorin represented well from the audience. University of Lagos,
Last
your
one.
final question.
Question 3.
Question 3. In 1890, Zanzibar became a colony of
Britain.
your final answer?
Britain.
Britain. English terms. You say Britain, you say British. I'll give it to you 5 points. That's right. Britain or the British Protectorate, we are still referring to United Kingdom, so it's British. So I'll give it to you 5 points. At the end of the third segment, the University of Lagos have a total of 7 points. Obafemi Awolowo University have a total of 7 points. We've come to the end of this battle, and here is the final result to determine who goes into the semi-final. University of Lagos, popularly refers to the school of first choice, and we have Obafemi Awolowo University, referred to Oba One University, which is actually the king of university. Which of them is kinging today? University of Lagos, at the end of this battle, have a total of 24 points. And Obafemi Awolowo University have a total of 22 points. The result pointed the fact that University of Lagos is going into the semi-final. And on this note, we've come to the end of this battle. It's been wonderful between these two great intellectuals doing amazing things, and they were prepared, battle it out until the final. Till I see you again in the next episode, I remain Babs Michael.